You've probably been told to cut carbs, take your meds, and check your meter. That's the surface. Just beneath it are two under-discussed nutrients that quietly determine how well your glucose control. Insulin sensitivity, nerves, heart, kidneys, and even your sleep and weight actually behave day to day. If your energy is flat, legs cramp at night, nerves tingle, or your numbers swing even when you did everything right, this might be the missing piece. Today, you'll learn why diabetics burn through these nutrients, how to recognize a deficiency, the best food sources, and how to supplement intelligently if you need to. By the end, you'll have a simple plan you can put in motion at your next meal. Why these two? The short answer, magnesium, is your body's metabolic transmission. It lets insulin dock and do its job, keeps nerves calm, muscles relaxed, and blood pressure steady. Diabetes increases losses in urine and blunts cellular uptake, so you're often running low without knowing it. Vitamin D acts like a hormonal switch for insulin sensitivity and inflammation control. Diabetes, extra weight, low sun exposure, kidney strain, and aging all make it harder to activate and use. When either is low, glucose control gets harder, inflammation climbs, and complications accelerate. Fixing them doesn't replace your care plan, it supercharges it. Magnesium, the metabolic mineral most diabetics miss. Magnesium participates in 300 reactions tied to blood sugar regulation, ATP energy production, nerve signaling, vascular tone, and heart rhythm. In diabetes, several forces push levels down: increased urinary loss, impaired cellular uptake with insulin resistance, chronic inflammation, stress hormones, advancing age, and common meds, diuretics, acid blockers. Sometimes metformin contributes. Closing parenthesis. How low magnesium shows up often: slowly, afternoon crashes, stubborn fatigue, eye twitching, leg cramps, restless legs at night, headaches, anxiety, irritability, trouble sleeping, skipped rapid beats under stress, higher BP despite good effort, or nagging, tingling, burning in the feet. Weight management gets tougher because insulin signaling sputters. What it's doing under the hood helps activate insulin receptors so glucose can get into cells, stabilizes ATP, your cell's currency, and supports clean energy, keeps calcium from flooding cells which would otherwise trigger oxidative stress and inflammation, relaxes vessels to support blood pressure, and reduces arterial stiffness. Food first builds a daily rhythm. Pumpkin seeds sprinkle 1 to 2 TB over salads or yogurt. Closing parenthesis, cooked spinach, chard, quick saute in olive oil with garlic. Almonds small handful. Avocado, 1/4 1/2 fruit. Dark chocolate, 85% cacao. A few squares. Bonus, mineral water naturally. High in magnesium is highly bioavailable. Make it more absorbable. Soak sprout nuts and seeds when possible. Don't boil greens to oblivion. Quick saute or steam. Pair with a little healthy fat olive oil. Nuts, and keep caffeine, alcohol modest. When food alone isn't cutting it. Common in diabetes. Magnesium, glycinate, gentle, well absorbed, often 200 to 400 milligrams elemental mg day, helpful for sleep, stress, and insulin sensitivity. Magnesium malate energy, muscle, similar dosing. Useful if you cramp or feel heavy legs. Situational picks: citrate for regularity, taurate, heart, BP. L-threonate, brain, neuropathy. Start low, take with food, and adjust. If you have kidney disease, you must coordinate with your clinician before supplementing. Habits that drain magnesium: ultra-processed carbs, sugars, chronic stress, heavy caffeine, alcohol, and very high calcium intake without balancing magnesium. What changes when you replete it? Steadier post-meal numbers, easier sleep, fewer cramps, calmer nerves. And importantly, insulin feels like it works again. Vitamin D, the insulin sensitivity switch vitamin D behaves more like a hormone than a simple vitamin. It docks on receptors in the pancreas beta cells, muscles, fat tissue, immune cells, and the endothelium modulating insulin release, inflammation, and vascular health. Diabetes stacks the deck against it. Reduced activation, kidney, liver strain, receptor resistance from chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, lower cutaneous production with age or low sun, sequestration in fat tissue, and frequent urination. That makes retention harder. Clues: your low mood drive, brain fog, frequent colds, muscle weakness, unexplained bone or joint aches, stubborn weight creep, higher BP, or nerve symptoms that won't quit. Many diabetics sit in the insufficient zone for years. Why it matters for glucose and complications. Improves insulin sensitivity and beta cell function. Tamps down pro-inflammatory cytokines that keep numbers sticky. Regulates intracellular calcium, critical for nerve signaling and muscle contraction. Supports vessel flexibility and immune balance. Retina, kidneys, heart. Food sources: the heavy hitters. Wild salmon, sardines, mackerel. D3. Add 2 to 3 times a week. Egg yolks pair with veggies and olive oil. Closing parenthesis, new exposed mushrooms. D2. Fine as a sidekick, but D3 is stronger. Traditional cod liver oil, very concentrated. Coordinate with your clinician because it also carries vitamin. A closing parenthesis, sun, plus timing, brief. Regular midday exposure to arms, legs can help if appropriate for your skin type, climate, and skin cancer risk. In many regions and darker skin tones, food plus supplements are still necessary. Supplement Smart's coordinate testing. Look for vitamin D3 cholesterol. It raises levels better than D2 many adults require. 2,000 to 5,000 IU per day. To correct, maintain dose is individualized based on blood work, body weight, season. And MEDs.D3 often pairs well with K2-MK7 to support healthy calcium placement in bone versus arteries. If you take warfarin, do not add K2 without prescriber oversight. Take with a meal that includes fat for absorption. Retest. Per your clinician's guidance. Things that blunt D status. Chronic inflammation. Excess omega-6, seed oils, ultra-processed foods, alcohol, liver processing. And low magnesium, you need Mg to activate vitamin D enzymes. Another reason magnesium and vitamin D work together. What changes when you replete it? Crisper daytime energy. Improved stress resilience. Fewer mystery aches. Smoother fasting and post-meal readings, and a cardiovascular profile that trends in the right direction. Put it all together: a simple 7-day D plus Mg game plan. Goal: give your body daily sources of magnesium and vitamin D, plus the cofactors: healthy fats, protein, fiber that steady blood sugar. Breakfast: rotate. Veggie, omelet, 2 eggs, 4D, with sautéed spinach, mushrooms, megagram, olive oil drizzle. Side of berries. Greek yogurt bowl with pumpkin seeds, ground flax, cinnamon, a few dark chocolate shavings. Tofu scramble with peppers, onions, avocado slices, and a small bowl of UV-exposed mushrooms on the side. Lunch: rotate, salmon salad or tinned sardines over greens with olives, lemon olive oil vinaigrette, and a sprinkle of almonds. Quinoa plus black bean bowl piled with roasted broccoli and a spoon of yogurt. Top with sunflower seeds, turkey lettuce wraps with avocado, cucumber, and a side of garlicky sautéed chard. Dinner: rotate. Herb rubbed chicken or pork tenderloin, cauliflower mash. Big plate of sautéed greens. 1 to 2 squares dark chocolate for 2. Dessert: shrimp or tofu stir-fry with mixed veggies over lentil rice. Sardine puttanesca over spiralized zucchini. Side salad with pumpkin seeds. Daily microhabits that compound. 1015. Minute walk after your main meals dramatically lowers post-meal spikes. Hydrate. Mineral water if you like the taste. Sleep 7 to 8 hours. Magnesium. Glycinate in the evening can help if cleared for you. Keep ultra-processed oils, sugars to a minimum so your vitamins can actually work. If your clinician approves supplements, consider taking D3 with or without K2 with your lunch or dinner. And magnesium with the evening meal. Buyer's Guide, short and sweet. Magnesium labels confirm the form, glycinate, malate, taurate, etc., and the elemental magnesium amount per serving. Start low, increase as tolerated. Vitamin D labels. Look for D3 cholecalciferol. If your capsule includes K2, check for MK7 and avoid if you're on warfarin, unless your clinician says otherwise. Stack smart. Vitamin D works better when magnesium isn't low. If you're repleting both, many people start magnesium first for a week. Then add D3. Your 3-step action plan start today. Add 1 mg food plus 1 D food to every day this week. Example: pumpkin seeds at breakfast, salmon at lunch, walk after meals. And trim ultra-processed oils, sugars so your nutrients can work. Ask your clinician about testing vitamin D level. Magnesium status is trickier: RBC, magnesium, or clinical assessment. If low, agree on a measured supplement plan. Give this a consistent 2 to 4 week run. Watch what happens to your energy, sleep, and post-meal numbers. Then tighten the plan where you felt the biggest wins.